All right, for all you automotive guys out there doing diagnostic work, the question is, how do you charge for diagnostic work? I did an '06 Toyota Camry the other day. It was running lean, had hesitation to it. I spent about an hour and a half diagnosing this vehicle, and it was for a repair shop. I proved the mass airflow sensor to be bad, cleaned it, we got a correction in our fuel trims, and I made the call to put a mass airflow sensor in it. Long story short, they're still having issues, I guess, with the vehicle running lean. Now, you can't always estimate how much this sensor is going to correct their fuel trims. And a lot of times you're going to see multiple issues contributing to whatever, their symptoms, their code, their check engine light. Maybe you have one code, maybe you have five, who knows? But if I would have stayed there longer the first time, instead of an hour, I could have took 3 hours and I could have went the extra mile. And I could have checked fuel pressure, injector balance test. I could have did all this extra stuff. Now, what if I would have went the extra mile and turned 3 hours? That could have been one, and I found out all you need was a mass airflow sensor. Customer's not going to want to pay me 3 hours to diagnose, just their mass airflow sensor. So this is why when we find a sensor or anything that's contributing to their, problem or their fuel trims, we stop there, we get the sensor, we put it in, and we retest. Now, if you get into this situation, most people have been conditioned to think that it's automatically you misdiagnosed the vehicle because they have no idea what's involved with troubleshooting a vehicle. And this is why you always document your work. You record what the trims are, what the trims were after you cleaned a sensor. I did a VE test on the vehicle. I did a lot. So in this case, you have multiple problems. Whether I stay there for 3 hours the first time or if I come back for another couple of hours, you will pay for that. Okay? If this mass airflow sensor that I made a call on didn't correct any other fuel trims, then that's fine. That would be a misdiagnosis. We cannot let other people tell us how to charge them, what we did right, what we did wrong. Most of these customers think that we plug in a scan tool and we push a red easy button, and it's simple as that. A lot of them have also been conditioned to thinking diagnostics is just a 1 hour fee because that's what most shops do, and most shops don't really diagnose electrical problems. And I've also found out that when you go the extra mile for a lot of these customers, they don't appreciate it anyway. No matter what you do, even if you cut the prices down by half, you can be extra nice to them. Most of them are not going to appreciate your work anyway. And if you do a lot extra for someone, you don't get rewarded for it, you're going to feel a certain way. So here's my advice to anyone, whether you work for someone, whether you have your own business, just do your job and do your job right. And always document your work, your findings. This way you can prove it. And sometimes no matter how much you do for a customer, look, they're always going to have a bad attitude. They're always going to be pissed off. They're never going to leave you a good review regardless of what you do. Just do your job. Do it right. Don't cheat people. Don't overcharge them. Charge accordingly. We live in some really bad times right now, 2024, and I keep getting these calls from customers all the time, and they go to a dealership, they get an estimate, and the dealership, for some reason, is inflating their labor rates by like 5 times on average. So things are really crazy right now, and the dealerships have their parking lots full. I don't know how. But you get some of these customers that are getting ripped off over there, but they come to an honest repair shop that's just doing a good, honest job. And it's like now you got to fight with a customer just to get paid, and you're doing an honest job. Like, I don't get it. But they're going to dealerships and they're getting raped. I just don't understand it. And that's just people for you. So with that being said, always document your work. Have a great day and have a good weekend. Stay safe.